Going live. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm probably not going to have signal here for very long. We're on our way out of town to the Narrows. We're just letting you know that. And then, of course, when we get there, we'll be recording and then we'll upload later. So, a lot of the locations like the Narrows and the Refuge, Lavoie Finnecum's Memorial, which is in a prior video to this, if I'm not paying attention to road signs. Well, I think it's coming up. You just go, feel free to direct me. You can be tyrannical. I'm just kidding.
In a passive aggressive way, of course.
We work well together. So of course we'll do like recordings and then we'll upload. But prior to this is a video of me going to Sheriff David Ward's office. He wasn't there. So in the video, I just sent my message to him that way. I will try to still see him, but I don't know. I got this feeling he's going to stay away. He's not going to be available.
Yeah. We don't get to see him before I leave.
Right. And then, yeah, and that's a great idea. There's a couple of things I want to do, and I want to pass on to you guys if I have signal long enough. If I have to retell you guys, I will.
At the white sign, take a right.
And then, and that's, I want to see if I can get in touch with anybody on the safety committee left, and I had a couple ideas to pass on from Jason Patrick to give to you guys in regards to like a ballot idea. His idea from last night is a vote on a ballot on record, even if it amounts to nothing, but to show all those people who say that what happened to the Hammonds, to include Judge Grassi and David Ward, who have on record, on camera, said what happened to them is unjust and they should be not in prison. It shouldn't have happened, and those charges are outrageous, yet they didn't protect their citizens. Maybe a ballot should be done that where we can all put our signatures, at least the locals maybe, you know, because the safety committee, Harney County related, so not my signature, but all those people that live here that say the Hammonds should be free on both sides of the aisle, well, put your name to it and tell public officials and tell the federal government this is unjust and they should be freed. So maybe like on a ballot or something. I thought his idea was genius. So I want to pass that idea on and see if it'll be heard from the current Committee of Safety that was developed here, and Ammon Bundy and supporters that stood for the Hammonds helped them stand that safety committee up.
I was there for the first 3 meetings.
Yeah, and that's to be of some value. What is accomplished and done here in Harney County, I'm sure a lot is still being discussed here. Watching behind me, got a black vehicle. Here, you get to help the camera. My arm's tired anyway. Yeah. So a lot's been discussed in this last year and a half. It's not that people aren't trying to make something happen or accomplish something for the Hammonds on behalf of the Hammonds. I think it's just still the federal government doesn't care. And still, public officials, no matter who's in office, they're not reacting. Even though this did make national news, the attention that was needed on the story did come. Yet I have to say, y'all did not do your job. Public officials that have the authority to make things right did not do your job. And that means people outside of this county that needed to look inside. You're calling somebody who did a backburn a terrorist, you idiots.
After multiple accusations throughout the years of doing the same thing.
You can see the evidence is out there if you go look at the Hammond files. That they were being targeted, harassed, victimized, intimidated, under force, threat, and intimidation, unlawfully, with tons of misconduct. That evidence is out there. I don't need a judge and jury to tell me that the federal government was behaving in a tyrannical manner and with misconduct unethically and has unjustly criminalized innocent people. I don't need anything further. I need public officials to do their freaking job
And stop claiming to be the victim.
And stop claiming to be the victim, or saying, yeah, the Hammonds really should be freed, and doing nothing. That's, you know what would make Jason Patrick happy, what he told me last night, and this made me want to cry. He does not care if he had to take their time, if he could take their time, if he gets the max, and still could take their time just to see them free, he'd do that. If they could just be freed for any reason, if anybody out here can do the right thing and get the Hammonds freed, he will sleep well at night. That's all he wants. He will stay in that prison. He'll even do their time. He will sleep well at night knowing that they're free. That's what he wants. And I agree. So there's a lot to be done here still. This is not over. The Hammonds are still not free. Harney County is still under threat. Via rumor right now. I haven't seen the evidence, but I believe it to be very true.
Its citizens are threatened.
That its citizens are being threatened not to even talk to me. That's what? Whatever. You guys just look so stupid that instead of expending energy on doing the right thing, you expend the energy on doing things consistently wrong. And prove that we the people, what we accuse you of, continues to be true. So, the words are coming. I know it's weird. Anyway, just wanted to take you guys along for the ride and kind of discuss this. Can't really see your comments because I have to focus on the road. But, you know, at some point it's going to cut out. There will be no signal. If the broadcast gets interrupted, you know, it is what it is. But, I mean, there are some things on the ground here that I think that are could be of value with certain people that I can meet with. And to let Harney County know that it's still, for those that still feel alone and victimized, it's just the words are covering. And some people get annoyed by that. I don't know. I know when I'm watching a video, I do. Some people are still being victimized. See, it needs to be like that. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Some people are still being victimized here in this county, and I think that it's valuable to ensure we send the message that there are still good people watching, that it's not over, that even though the trials are ongoing in Nevada, and even though the trials ended in one acquittal for several defendants and one conviction for several defendants, it's not over. And those injustices, too, still need to be held accountable for and answered to, for those that have been convicted. This shouldn't even be happening. These trials should not even be happening. We all know it. The people know it. More and more people are becoming aware of this. Even prisoners in the prisons with the P3 are like, wow, the news said you guys were really bad and terrorists. That's all I knew. And now I'm meeting you and I'm with you and I'm hearing the whole story. And the federal government's jacked up and I know how they've screwed me over, whether I'm right or wrong or a real criminal or not. But how even with real criminals, you know, injustices still occur. Non-criminals or non-violent, but people being criminalized by all these codes and regulations that are unconstitutional are being royally screwed over. The fact that we see violent criminals off the hook and out on the streets before you know it, and then we see peaceful protesters spending years and years and years in prison. Something is wrong with the justice system. Something's wrong with the penal code. Something's wrong with the justice system. And something is wrong with every single one of you that hold an official seat in office, whether it's law enforcement or political. This systemically is bad. This made national news. People still care. And we will still come visit and travel and check in on Harney County. Every opportunity we get, I will not be the only one that does this. And believe me, more people will have even more time when trials are over, so there will be more people. BLM, you have gotten away with nothing yet. You may think you're getting away with things now. EPA, BLM, local, state, and federal law enforcement, you have done some very bad things, very unethical things. There is evidence out there. You're doing everything you can to bury it, but you also have people trying to sweep things, real evidence under the rug, like judges,
sheriffs.
This is unacceptable in America. And no, people are not going to be quiet forever. As a matter of fact, it's getting louder and louder and louder. And more people are discovering the truth. What will all of you public officials do when we, the people in America, will eventually unite and tell you no more together in one strong voice? Why would you even dare think that you should continue on this course with our country?
I think they need to reevaluate their oath.
Reevaluate your oath. And here's the thing. People like me, we're not going to stop telling the truth. You can try and silence me, but someone else will stand in my place. You know that. 10 more will stand in my place if you try and silence me.
Look at how many people stood when you silenced LaVoy.
Exactly. We're on the same exact path. It's inevitable that the wrongdoings of the federal government will, in fact, fail eventually. I don't care how much they divide us. I don't care how much engineered divide there is. I don't care how much online discourse there is. I know one thing to be true, that God is still in control, and the victory will still be His, and that you all will be held accountable.
The evil you've created in this country.
And that humanity will step up. Humanity will step up. And these engineered divides won't always last. They're very temporary. Every time I see engineered divides, even online inside the Patriot community, it fades away. And they have to come at us sideways a different way another time, again and again and again.
Discredit us somehow, some way.
Discredit every voice somehow, some way. And I still speak. I'm still here. And people still, even people who believe the trolls eventually realize how wrong that was and still listen to my voice.
You can only discredit truth for so long.
Yep, it doesn't last.
Because it will come out. The light will be shining.
It will. I believe in you people. I believe in you people. That more of you will come out of your homes, away from your keyboards. More and more and more and more of you will. I believe in you people. I believe you will stand up.
I believe you will love your neighbor.
You will love your neighbor. I believe that you will seek to find only the truth. And I believe you will help in this fight against tyranny and corruption. I believe in every single one of you that are able-bodied that will join every man and woman that has already stood for you. Every single one of them that have been silenced, that more and more will stand. I believe in you. And that's how I want to end this, is that I believe in you. The federal government doesn't believe in you, but I do. Okay, now it's recording. I clicked the wrong button and took a picture of myself before. So, why I'm doing this recording, and I'll upload it later, is we're at the Narrows. And, just visiting. Of course I can't turn it around. Anyway, so at the fuel pump, I got fuel. This is where I chose to fill up and get all my fuel. So I won't run out of fuel, Melina. Inside joke, because we had a little adventure, Melina and I, running out of fuel during a story out in no man's land past the refuge. And it was Jason Patrick, actually, that saved us, because he was still at the refuge, got word that we were stranded and out of fuel. So he brought us a container of fuel and then brought us down the Narrows to fill up, and then took us on an adventure to the field station, which we thought was an abandoned, haunted-looking place, very creepy. Pictures I did share online last year after that adventure occurred. But anyway, Linda's doing well. She's in there. She's doing well. If you can see it. Someone's flying kites. Oh, I can't zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I can. Okay. So the Narrows is doing well. going to come back to the Narrows after we visit the refuge so that we can eat here. Our favorite restaurant. Lots of memories. And we'll upload this video later. Oh, and as I was saying when I thought I was being recorded before, but I wasn't recording myself, I received a warning too at some point today, and it's so sad to receive those warnings, and I don't want to place where I received the warning at, but to be careful, just to be careful. That is not how us Americans should have to live.